Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Sullivan Field. You are listening to the Los Alamos High School Hilltopper football. Tonight, the first round of the state Class 5A playoffs. The Hilltoppers will take on the visiting Highland Hornets, a number 7 versus number 10 matchup tonight. This is Mike Mays, and I am thrilled to be here tonight. It is a beautiful early November night for football. Temperature very, very nice for this time of year. Not a ton of wind tonight. Clear skies, everything looking great. And we're going to have a great night of football in this first round of playoff contest. The Hilltoppers coming in with a record of 8 wins and 2 losses. They were 4-1 this season here at Sullivan Field. Los Alamos ended up as the runner-up in District 2, Class 5A, and got the number 7 seed, an at-large bid, after coming up just a little bit short in a very, very good contest, which ended up being essentially the district championship. That was against the Valley Vikings, and that was in Albuquerque. The Toppers fell to the Vikings 26-23. A very, very good game, but that put the Toppers into the number 2 spot in district, but they did pick up the at-large bid, taking on the 10th seeded Highland Hornets. Highland comes in tonight with a record of 6 wins and 4 losses. On the road this year, they were 2-2. Interesting season for the Hornets. Hornets actually lost 3 straight contests to start this season, but bounced back, went 6-1 the rest of the way. They ended up as the runner-up in the District 1. District 1, geographically the strangest district in Class 5A. They had the opponents Belen, not super crazy. Then Gallup Miyamura is also a district opponent for the Hornets, and then Piedra Vista, and they are, of course, in Farmington. So quite a geographical spread there, but the Hornets finished second. They were 2-1. They topped the Eagles and they topped the Miyamura Patriots, but they could not overcome the Piedra Vista Panthers. Piedra Vista, by the way, is the number 3 seed in the Class 5A playoffs. Out come the Hornets tonight, and they are waving the American flag in front of them. Hornets, pretty big. Scouting report on the Hornets. They like to run the football, and they like to run the football behind their number 1 runner, and that is Amiri Mumba. Mumba averaging nearly 170 yards per game on the ground for the Hornets. The Hornets this season actually gave up more points than they scored. They scored 254 total points and gave up 257. The Toppers, among the stingiest defenses in Class 5A, only gave up 102 points on the season, but keep your eye on Mumba. We are out at midfield for the pre-game coin toss. Let's see how that goes. For the Toppers, they're going to send out their captains, Kyler Young, Jehoran Quintana, Malachi Gutierrez, and Elijah Alvarez, and they will do the toss for the Toppers. Meanwhile, while we await the toss, I want to thank our fine sponsors here who allow us to do these contests. Those, of course, the Los Alamos Police Department, the Los Alamos Fire Department, the University of New Mexico at Los Alamos, and the Los Alamos Public Schools Credit Union. Thank you so much for your support of Hilltopper football on the Los Alamos Daily Post YouTube channel. And so we have the Coin toss has been tossed. The Hornets won the toss. They will receive. The Toppers will defend the west goal. So the Toppers will be moving left to right from where I'm sitting up here in the press box. The Hornets will be going from right to left here in this first quarter. The Hornets in their road uniforms, they are white tops with a blue trim and a yellow, very yellow pants. The Toppers in green from head to toe. A good Topper crowd here tonight. The Hornets a little sparse on their end, but in any event, they should be ready to go, and we are just about getting ready to go. And so beautiful, beautiful night for football here at Sullivan Field. The winner of this game, by the way, this 7-10 matchup, well, they have a tough, tough test next week. They will head to Artesia to face the Artesia Bulldogs in the Bulldog Bowl. The Bulldogs, the number 2 seed in Class 5A. Absolutely no surprise there. And number 1, hardly a surprise as well, the Roswell Coyotes and Roswell, Artesia, Piedra Vista, and the number 4 seeded Goddard Rockets all have the evening off. They will take on the winners of this first round. Topper kickoff team out on the field. Seth Cowan going to kick things off from the 40-yard line. Couple of Hornets back deep. And Amiri Mumba, one of those. And looks like the other one is Sean Warpapa. He's a junior, but keep an eye on Amiri Mumba, 5'10", 185-pound junior. And it looks like we are just about ready to go here. And Cowan tees it up, and there's the kick, and that's going to be deep. That's going to be about 7 yards deep into the end zone. That'll come out for a touchback to the 20-yard line. So the Highland Hornets, we'll get to see them first on offense. And Topper defense, like I said, has been kind of the heart and soul of this Hilltopper team. Very, very good season. Like I said, went 8-2, 4-1 here at Sullivan Field. Their one loss, by the way, came on homecoming night to the Albuquerque Academy Chargers. That was a defensive battle. Chargers end up winning that one 14-6. Highland comes out in the spread. 2 receivers to the right. Quarterback in the shotgun. We got a handoff immediately to Mumba. He's going to try the right side. He's going to pick up about 3 yards. So 2nd and 7 coming up, just underway here in the first quarter of this playoff contest. So a little bit of a half huddle. The no huddle offense, very, very much in vogue here in New Mexico high school football. Highland not rushing up to the line. A lot of movement pre-snap. And there's going to be an unbalance here on the line to the right side as they hand off to Mumba once again. And he's going to pick right through that unbalanced right side of the line. It's going to pick up about 4 more, coming up to 3rd and 3 for the Hornets. So trying the right side is Mumba. 2 plays, 2 carries for him. Like I said, he's averaging nearly 170 yards per game this season. Alex Lopez, by the way, is the 2nd leading runner. He's averaging about 55 yards per game. So the Hornets like to keep it on the ground. 3rd and 3 coming up. Topper's got their ears pinned back, and they come up, and a nice stop coming off of the edge by Los Alamos, and they're going to stop Mumba short So coming off the edge for the Hilltoppers, Nathaniel Larson. He came off of the defensive right side. He got a piece of Mumba that was enough to slow him down. So nice play by the defensive end on that side. That'll bring up fourth down. Mumba does pick up about a yard. So it'll be fourth and, well, about half a yard. We'll call it fourth, about 2.5. The Hornets look like they still have their offense out. And we're going to have a timeout. Looks like there was a little miscommunication on the Toppers side. So the Toppers take their first timeout here with 9:51 remaining in the first quarter. So, yeah, some confusion. I don't think it looked like the Toppers were trying to set up a punt return, but there was no punt immediately forthcoming. At least it looked like. So the Toppers will talk things over. So good first three plays on defense for Los Alamos after three consecutive carries by the Highland workhorse. That is Amiri Mumba. So we'll keep an eye on him throughout this game. The Toppers had a couple of weeks ago against Valley were looking at a very, very prominent running back as well. And actually did pretty well against him in the first half. The second half started to wear down a little bit, and he really picked up some yardage. So a play going right up the middle and nothing doing. So the Toppers force a turnover on downs right off the bat inside the Highland 30-yard line. So Highland rolling the dice here early, 9:46 remaining in the first quarter. So the Toppers hold their own defensively. So we're going to see the first look at the Topper offense. Kyle Evanhus back in the shotgun, trips to the left for him. He's going to roll to his right. It's going to be an option. He's going to keep it, and he's going to go toward the right sideline. Good pickup on first down. It's going to be a pickup of about 5 yards. 2nd and 5 coming up for Los Alamos with Evanhus on the keeper, Nico Garcia behind him awaiting the pitch, but Kyle elected to keep it himself. 2nd and 5 coming up for high snap, picked up by Evanhus. Quick throw out to Malachi Gutierrez. Gutierrez had to go up a little bit upstairs to get the ball. He did end up catching it, and he falls forward for a couple. So we're looking at 3rd and 3 now. 9 minutes remaining here in this first quarter. So quick throw to the outside by Evanhus is complete to Malachi Gutierrez. 3rd down coming up. And hand off to Garcia. Garcia is going to trust the right side, and he's going to dive forward past the 15-yard line for a Topper first down. So they're going to spot him right at the 14-yard line. 1st and 10 for Los Alamos. Just underway here. First possession for the Toppers in the first quarter. Again to Garcia. Little bit of a collision there with the quarterback. Garcia's going to pick up a couple. They'll give him 3 to about the 11. So going off a right guard to the 11-yard line. 2nd and 7 coming up for Los Alamos as the Toppers send the play in from the bench. Got trips again to the left side. A lot of movement as we have a quick throw. That's going to go to Jorgensen. Jorgensen is going to slip a tackle, and he's going to get close to the 5-yard line. Let's see where they give him. They're going to give him right at the 5-yard line. 3rd and 1 coming up. Actually, maybe a little bit less than 1. So quick throw out to Hayden Jorgensen, and he slips a tackle and gets close to the line to gain. And then immediately hard count by Kyle Evenhuis draws the Hornets off sides, it appears. And that is exactly the call. So free first down for Los Alamos as they get half the distance to the goal lines. That will put him at about the 2.5-yard line. First down for Los Alamos. Trips to the right and then straight up the middle is Nico Garcia, and he dives into the end zone for the first Topper score of the ball game. 7-11 in the first quarter. And Nico Garcia from about 3 yards out for the touchdown. Puts the Toppers up 6-0 early after the Hornets elected to gamble deep in their own territory. That did not pay off for them on fourth down. Toppers cash in. Seth Cowan with a kick, and that is up and good. So the Toppers jump out to a 7-0 lead here in this first round playoff contest against the Highland High School Hornets. Highland, of course, from Albuquerque. And they are set up almost right in the middle of Albuquerque. They are just off of San Mateo, and the very, very old school. Actually, one of the it was for many, many years the premier public school in Albuquerque. Highland did kind of drop off, got a little bit of hard times athletically, but are making a comeback at a very, very good basketball team the last couple of years. Football team starting to get back into shape as Cowan kicks a short pop-up. That was actually an attempted fair catch, but that sailed over one of the Hornets' heads. That is caught by the Hornets at about the 27-yard line. So they will take over first down and 10 at their 27. 7:08 remaining here in this first quarter. Toppers up 7-0. Toppers defending the east goal. Highland going right to left in this first quarter. So they will mark the ball at the 28-yard line. And that's where the Hornets will start their second possession of this contest. And three runners in the backfield now going. They shift over to the left. So unbalanced line left, and they give to Mumba testing that left side. He's going to pick up about 3, maybe 4. So Mumba has had all the touches for the Hornets so far. So obviously that is what the Hornets want to do. We want to just keep him rolling. That is his 5th rush and 5 offensive plays for the Hornets. Well, we'll see if he can keep that up. So far, the Toppers have done pretty well. 2nd and 6 coming up. And again, a shift to the right this time for the Hornets. And a lot of pre-snap movement. I think they're gonna whistle this play dead. And I'm gonna say one of the Toppers jumped off sides. I did not see that. But that will cost the Toppers 5 yards. There was a lot of pre-snap movement on the Highland side. But they are going to call Los Alamos for being in the neutral zone. And second down, and now a rollout and a quick throw out to the outside. So quick play there. Axel Morales throws over to, I believe that was Carnell Platt, the tight end over there on the far side of the field. So first down for the Hornets. Nice pickup on the rollout and quick throw. They have the ball at the 44-yard line at their own 44, and we got a timeout on the field. So I did not see a definitive signal for a timeout, but we have a stoppage of play. Tonight's officials, by the way, the back judge is Don Chitty, the line judge Brent Hamilton, the headlinesman Andreas Young, the umpire tonight is Chris Shea, and the white hat, the referee, is Brad Duncan. So, of course, always want to thank the officials. Without officials, there is no game. And so, still play is stopped over there. I'm not quite sure what the delay is. So, I think this is an officials break here. Oh, here's we actually had an injury on the play. One of the toppers on the very, very far side of the field is being helped off. And that is Diego Hinojosa. So he is being helped off the field right now. So Diego, a big part of both the offense and the defense for Los Alamos. So I'm sure that's somebody they would not want to lose for any extended period of time. We'll keep an eye out on him. I'm sorry, that is not Diego Hinojosa. That is Kyler Young, the Toppers' leading tackler. Low snap, and we got a screen pass and wide open for the Hornets. And a nice setup. It looked like a jailbreak, but Platt with the catch. And he paid nice pickup into Hilltopper territory inside the 45-yard line down to the 44. Very, very well set up by the Hornets. Nice throw by the Hornet quarterback, Axel Morales. He is a senior. So a bunch formation here by the Hornets. And boy, interesting setup, and a jet sweep over to the right side. Stopped pretty well. That jet sweep going to Jakari Edwards. But nice stop on the play by Hinojosa. And so Kyler Young back out on the field. He is limping a little bit. The Toppers' leading tackler, middle linebacker. We'll keep an eye on him, but he is back in the game. 4:41 remaining. Toppers up 7-0. As one of the Hornets goes in motion out, now split out to the right side. Two receivers to the right, quick throw to Morales. That was actually a backward throw, lateral, and a nice pickup after the catch. That was Jose Tapia, sophomore for the Hornets, and give him a little bit of running start. That was actually a lateral, but he has a nice pickup, actually shoved out of bounds. Looked like he got a little bit more than he did, and we're going to come up with 3rd and 4, 3rd and a long 3, let's call it, at the Topper 42-yard line. Nice play there. Nice catch and run by Tapia. 4:20 remaining as the Hornets trying to answer the Toppers' opening score. Tapia goes back in motion to the right, and we have a stoppage of play before the snap. So that is going to be a false start on the Hornets. So that'll push them back 5 yards. So we'll have a 3rd and about 8 yards coming up at the 4:18 mark. So the Hornets are not really huddling, but they're not exactly rushing up to the line of scrimmage either. And Axel Morales in the pistol, and a lot of pre-snap motion, an unbalanced line to the right. Every time they've done this, they've handed the ball off to Mumba and faked to Mumba and a rollout by Morales. His receiver actually fell down. That was Jose Tapia, one of the toppers right nearby there. But Tapia running a deep out route actually slipped on the play. And that's going to bring up fourth down. The Hornets went for it on fourth down deep in their own territory last time they had the ball. Let's see what they want to do here. And it looks like the offense is still out there on the field. The Hornets obviously not big fans of the punt. So Tauber defense rather is bunched up. They are not showing a whole lot of respect for the deep ball here. And Morales on the rollout to the left. And it's caught by Tapia at the 25-yard line. He's broken free. And he is going to go in for the touchdown. One-on-one chance at around the 25-yard line by Morales. Or by Tapia, rather. Morales rolling out to his left, throws it right to Tapia. Coverage was actually pretty good, but Tapia able to come down with the ball, get through, and goes in for the score. Big play there by the Highland Hornets to answer with 4:03 left in the first quarter. So the pass from Morales to Jose Tapia is good for a 43-yard touchdown. The extra point is also good. So we have a tie ball game. 4:03 left. The Hilltoppers 7, the Highland Hornets 7. So nice throw there. Morales on the move to his left and found Tapia one-on-one at the 25-yard line. Tapia able to break through and get into the end zone. So nice design. That was a fourth down play, by the way. So like I said, Highland has not shown any problem with going for it on fourth down, and that was their second attempt, and they come through with the score. So kicking off is for the Hornets is going to be Morales, and he just converted the extra point. So obviously has the kicking duties as well. And there's the kick, short kick. That's going to be fielded at about the 18-yard line. And coming down on the right side and making a move. Nice return there by Los Alamos. So cutting out to the right was Akeem Leha. And he has a nice return. We do have a couple of flags on the field, however. Both of them right around the 35-yard line. So we are going to have a block in the back by Los Alamos on the return. So that is going to wipe out what was a pretty nice return there by Akeem Leha, the junior. He plays a lot of special teams. He also is on the defensive secondary, but nice return. But that is going to push the Toppers back to their own 26-yard line. 3:56 remaining in the first quarter. And we have a pre-snap penalty, another one. And that is going to go against Los Alamos. Motion before the snap. So there was some motion on the offensive line. So that will cost the Toppers 5 yards. They're going to first and 15 coming up now from the Los Alamos 21-yard line. So 3 receivers out to the left for Kyle Evanhus. 1 to the right. And he's going to keep it on the option. Going to short pitch and not Not a wonderful decision there by the quarterback. The pitch going out to Malachi Gutierrez, and he's going to get dropped after maybe a yard gain. 2nd and 14 coming up. There was really not a lot of room between Evan Huss and Malachi Gutierrez, the setback. And the late pitch, and Malachi got hit right in the legs. And a quick throw out to Malachi. And the ball is loose, and it's picked up by the Hornets. The Hornets running it back. So a quick lateral to Malachi Gutierrez. He was hit immediately, lost control of the ball, and it popped right to one of the Hornets. I think that was Jakari Edwards coming up from his secondary position, picked up the ball and runs it back inside the 15 to about the 13-yard line. So Highland back in business, 3:09 remaining, and they are inside the Topper 15 with a chance to take the lead. So a fumble recovered by Highland. Handoff goes to Mumba, and he starts up the middle, makes a little cut to the left, and a nice pickup on first down. He's going to pick up 4, close to 5 yards. He's inside the Topper 10-yard line, down to about the 9, with 2:45 remaining here in this first quarter, off a big turnover. So the Hornets now in business, 2nd and we'll call it 6. And some more shifting by the Hornets pre-snap. And Morales rolls out to his right, quick throw, and right there for the Toppers. And looked like he had a hand on it. It was Alexander Pasulka. Just a quick out. It was only about a 3-4 yard route, and Pasulka right there. About another half second, and I think he might have been able to come up with that one, but was able to cut inside on the route. So 3rd down and 6 coming up for the Hornets. A lot of pre-snap movement once again. Unbalanced line to the right. Now they're going, and Mumba's going to go to the left. He's going to go against the grain, and he's going to get inside the 5, down all the way to about the 2-yard line. That is a first down for the Hornets. So the Hornets, every time they've gone unbalanced on the line of scrimmage, they have run that way, but not this time. They run against the unbalance. They run to the weak side, and Mumba with a nice pickup. 1st and goal at the 2 for Highland. Morales in the pistol with Mumba behind him. Handoff. No, not. Oh, the ball on the ground. And it looks like the Toppers may have gotten it, and they do. The Toppers forcing the fumble. It looked like a bad exchange between Mumba and Axel Morales, and jumping on it is one of the Hilltoppers. Actually tried to pick it up and run, but he was on the ground. But the turnover, the Toppers take over on the 10-yard line. So the Toppers force the fumble and get the recovery with 1:46 remaining in the first quarter, with the Hornets knocking on the door. But like I said, Morales and Mumba, there seemed to be a miscommunication on the exchange. And for the Toppers, going wide, and that is, I think that's Leha coming from the wide receiver spot. And he's going to pick up about close to 12 yards, but there is a flag on the play in the Topper right around the line of scrimmage. No indication yet, and that's going to be a hold on Los Alamos right around the edge. So that's going to back them up to about the 5-yard line. So a nice run there by, I believe that was Leha coming across the formation to the right side, but was aided, unfortunately, by a hold. So Toppers first and long, deep in their own territory, right about the 6-yard line. And some more pre-snap funny business, and that's going to go against the Hornets. They're going to jump into the neutral zone. So back to first and about 9.5. So we are back and forth, trading penalties. A lot of penalties here in this first quarter. Low snap, but a quick throw out from Evan Huss, and let's see who the recipient was. That might have been Leha on that side. So in any event, Topper's going to have about 2nd and 5 here. That was Leha on the catch and run. 2nd and 5 with just a little over a minute left. Tie score, 7-all here at Sullivan Field. Handoff goes to Garcia. Garcia going to go off of right tackle, and he's going to pick up enough for the first down out past the 20 to the 21-yard line. First down for Los Alamos. And a much-needed first down after the holding penalty. So Los Alamos, 2 receivers out to the left. Now put a man in motion. That is Leha. Evan Huss in trouble. He is in deep, deep trouble. He's going to throw the ball out to Malachi Gutierrez. Gutierrez open for a moment, but he could not haul it in near the 40-yard line. Gutierrez actually had a step on his man, but Evan was in deep, deep trouble. Although had to retreat all the way back inside his own 5 and threw it up. And Gutierrez was there, and he had a step, but could not haul it in. So that will be second down. Well, see what we're doing here. I don't know if they lost the spot or what happened, but okay, I have no clue what's going on right now. The officials are not sure. The officials are. Oh, we're gonna have a call for an illegal lineman downfield. That is going to be declined. So that'll bring up second down. So one of the Topper linemen obviously leaked out, but in any event, it'll be second down and 10. 24 seconds remaining in this first quarter. And quick throw out to Akeem Lehi. He was out on the flat and had some room, but could not hang on to the ball. He would have picked up a good 6-7 yards before he would have ran into any Hornets. And there was only one Hornet on that side of the field. So 2 back-to-back dropped passes by Los Alamos. That's going to bring up 3rd and 10. 20 seconds remaining in this first quarter. 7-7 ball game. And the Toppers at the 21-yard line and bringing the house. And juggled is Leha. They're trying to set up the screen. Leha hit him right in the hands, and he juggled it. And he's not able to pick up a whole lot. He might have gotten 2. And that'll bring up 4th down and long for Los Alamos. So the Toppers have been open on the last 3 throws, but have had trouble hauling the ball in. 2 drop passes and 1 very nearly drop pass. And I think that was just a classic case of looking down the field before having the ball secured. Toppers will punt now. Cowan is back deep, and a nice punt by Cowan. That's going to send the receiver way back to the 35-yard line. He's dropped immediately. Great downfield tackle. That was Malachi Gutierrez. And he hit the receiver immediately. So no return. Good kick by Cowan, by the way. That's going to put the Hornets inside their own 35-yard line. They're going to set the ball right around the 34. 5 seconds remaining here in this first quarter. And a lot going on. A couple of miscues by both teams and a couple of missed opportunities as well. So the Hornets unbalanced to the left. And a roll out to by Morales, and he's going to have a quick throw out to his tight end. And that is caught for a minimal gain. And that was caught by Carnell Platt. And that'll do it for this first quarter. 7-7 ball game here in this first round of the district or the Class 5A playoffs here at Sullivan Field. The winner will advance to play the mighty Artesia Bulldogs next week. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be back in just a moment to bring you quarter number 2. Back live at Sullivan Field, you're listening to the Los Alamos Daily Post coverage of Hilltopper playoff football. The Toppers and the Highland Hornets in this first round contest. 7-7 ball game just underway here in the second quarter. The teams switch sides. Highland will be going from left to right and hand off to Mumba, and Mumba is swallowed up immediately in the backfield. Kyler Young right there for the Toppers. Actually, several Toppers in on that. Elijah Alvarez also right to there for the Toppers. So third and about 11 coming up for the Highland Hornets. The Hornets, this very well could be 4 down territory, despite being just at the 33-yard line. And there is a snap, and it's going to be a keeper. Actually, that was getting the snap, a little bit of a wildcat action. That was Alex Lopez for the Hornets, and not to their regular quarterback, Exxon Modanes. So 4th and about 5 coming up. So a good pickup there by Lopez, but still about 5 yards. And boy, the Hornets, a lot of standing around. It looks like there's some indecision from the bench here, what they want to do. And it looks like we're going to have a timeout here taken by, well, I'm not sure who this is on. So there we go. The Hornets have officially taken a timeout. Just underway here. 10:33 left in this first half. 7-7 ball game. Highland and Los Alamos. And of course, we can't do this without our great sponsors. They are the Los Alamos Police Department and the Los Alamos Fire Department. We have some of the best first responders anywhere around. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for all that you do. The University of New Mexico at Los Alamos is also one of our sponsors. Thank you very much. And the Los Alamos Schools Credit Union. So they help us bring these contests to life. As I've been saying, the winner of this ball game will meet the Artesia Bulldogs. The Toppers and the Artesia Bulldogs, of course, have only met one time in school history, and that was during the playoffs, and that was here in Sullivan Field. And that was back in 2006. And that was one of the best games I think anybody's ever seen here. Lopez going up the middle on fourth down, and he has the first down. So a lot of pre-snap movement there by Highland. And that looked like that caught Los Alamos a little bit off guard. And Lopez able to sneak in and pick up the first down at the 46-yard line of the Hornets, 10:18 remaining. So the Hornets, like I said, they're not going into the huddle, but they're not exactly rushing up to the line of scrimmage either. It looks like everybody's on the Hornets has those wristbands and are checking the play. Unbalanced line to the right for Highland. And Morales in trouble, and Jackson Blair coming off of the edge, and he is going to drop Morales for a huge loss. So Blair, the pass rush specialist, not fooled by the unbalanced line. He goes around. He outflanked his tight end on that side. He outflanked him and goes straight to Morales. Morales trying to roll to his right, but Blair ran him down for a huge loss. They are back all the way down to the 33-yard line of Highland. They have to get to the Topper 44 for a first down. And shoot, I've got to do math. That is roughly 23 yards. So second and long. And Lopez trying to keep it going around the right side. Not much there. Might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. That was about it. Third and long coming up for the Highland Hornets. So actually, they're going to give them about, it looks like they gave them about a yard, but still third and very, very long coming up. So we'll see what the Hornets want to do here. Have not had a ton of success with their pass game except for the touchdown throw. And that was on a fourth down play in the first quarter. That tied the score for Highland. And quick kick there by Morales. Nobody back for Los Alamos. And that ball's going to roll dead inside the 30. So a pooch punt by Axel Morales, and that caught everybody off guard. So the pooch punt rolls inside the 30 to about the 29. So Los Alamos will take over there. So yeah, nobody back for Los Alamos, caught everybody, including myself, off guard. 7:53 remaining here in this first half. Toppers with the ball inside their own 30. And Los Alamos struggled their last time with the ball. Quick throw out. That one to Cowan. And Cowan on the left side is going to get a good pickup. Actually, going to be close to the line to gain here. Let's see where they actually drop it. Looks like he has enough for the first down out to the 40. So first down for Los Alamos. Quick throw out to Seth Cowan. And a good catch and run by Seth Cowan. 7:35 remaining, 7-7 ball game. Toppers going from right to left. They're going to send three receivers out to the right. They got one to the short side here, and quick pitch out to Nico Garcia. Garcia is going to get out near midfield, but a flag comes out immediately in the backfield. That might have been an illegal shift. We'll see. No, they're going to call a hold on Los Alamos. And that appeared to occur in the backfield. So that is, we'll see where the Toppers end up. And that's a big call. And a nice pickup by Nico Garcia. Again, got a very, very late pitch on the option to the short side of the field coming up to the left. And that's going to back the Toppers to the 30-yard line. So So first and about 20 coming up for Los Alamos. As again, they're going to send trips out to the right side. And so, and then all kinds of movement, and more than one Hornet jumps into the neutral zone. So that'll cost Highland 5 yards. So that will help out Los Alamos' cause here. First and 15 coming up from the Topper 35-yard line. 7-7 ball game here at Sullivan Field. First round of the Class 5A playoffs. The 7th-seeded Toppers and the 10th-seeded Highland Hornets. Evan Huss with the pass in the middle, and Gutierrez got a lane. He's going to cut out to the right. He's got one man to beat, and he's going to go by him for a score. 60 yards. Quick throw out to the flat to Malachi Gutierrez, and he found a little crack and then bounced out to the right side, went right down the right sideline for a 60-yard score. 6:58 is the time in the second quarter. So Malachi Gutierrez from Kyle Evanhus, short pass, and Malachi does the rest. The kick, rough snap, and a rough kick. That's going to be no good. So the Toppers will go up 13-7. But 60 yards. 60-yard catch and run by Malachi Gutierrez, the speedster for Los Alamos. Got a little bit of daylight, caught the ball right around the hash mark on the far side of the field, bounced out to the right, and nobody was able to catch him. Malachi, like I said, very, very quick, and he is able to score on the short catch and run. Toppers retake the lead 13-7. So 6:58 remaining in this second quarter. So coming up at the half, we're going to take a little bit of a break, and then we will come back and we'll talk a little bit about the Class 5A playoffs. Seth Cowan tees the ball up, and the kickoff goes about 4 yards deep into the end zone. So 13-7. Been just a couple of big plays have really been the difference so far in this game. Nice catch and run by Malachi Gutierrez. And we had in the first quarter, Highlands score coming on a 25-yard, or excuse me, a 43-yard pass. A catch and mostly run for the Hornets. Beyond a couple of big plays, however, the Hornets really have not gotten much going as Mumba gets the carry, and he tests the left side of the Topper line. You're going to give him about 4 yards on the run. And Mumba, like I said, averaging nearly 170 yards a game. He likes to run on the edge, and that is something Los Alamos has been susceptible to on the defensive side. Second down and about 6 coming up at the from the Highland 24-yard line. 6.5 minutes remaining. So the Hornets like the unbalanced line. They're going to go unbalanced left. That is the short side of the field, and hand off to Mumba. Mumba going to work that side of the field, and he's going to pick up about 3. So 3rd and 3 coming up for the Hornets. Just because it's 3rd down doesn't mean they necessarily have to pick up the first down. Although they did have a nice pooch punt by Axel Morales that caught Los Alamos by surprise. Actually, I think caught everybody by surprise. So 3rd down. And so they shift over to the left side, and looks like we're going to have another timeout on the field. And that is called by the Hornets. That is their second timeout of the first half. have 1 remaining with 5:29 left in the half. And so, like we said, Toppers coming into this game with a record of 8 wins and 2 losses. They're 4-1 here at home. Toppers scored 328 points this season and gave up just 102. So one of the stingier defenses in Class 5A. They've looked pretty solid except for a couple of plays here in this first half, but did force a big turnover with the Hornets knocking on the door. So nice one takeaway for Los Alamos and a takeaway for the Hornets as well. 3rd down coming up now as the Hornets come back out on the field. 3rd and about 3. And we'll see if the Hornets, Hornets will shift over to the right, to the wide side of the field. And the Hornet wide receiver on this side, he got himself a nice running start. That's Isaiah Cheremia. Unfortunately, cannot do that in high school football. Yeah, he was about 6-7 yards down the field. Nobody else on the field had moved. So they rarely let you do that. That's going to cost the Hornets 5 yards. So 3rd and very long coming up at the 5:29 mark of this second quarter. So we'll see what the Hornets want to do here now. It's like they're changing the play here at the line of scrimmage. And the snap, and Blair gave pressure. Morales able to get the throw off to his tight end. That is Carnell Platt, but minimal gain there. And that's going to bring them 4th down and about 7 at the Topper 23, or rather the Hornet 23-yard line. So we'll see what they want to do here. It's they're a little hard to predict what they want to do on 4th down. See if the Toppers put anybody back. Cowan, the safety, is dropped back a little bit, about halfway between where he would set up as a punter. Oh no, we have the punting unit out for the Hornets. This is the first time we've actually seen a bona fide punting unit for the Hornets. And that is Axel Morales. And Morales going to punt it. And, he's going to punt it. He's going to shank this one badly. And that is going to go way out of bounds. That's going to be near the 35-yard line. 36-yard line is where they're going to mark it. So about a 13-yard punt. And Morales wasn't under any pressure whatsoever back there. He just kicked it immediately off the side of his foot. That ball went almost straight to the right sideline. So the Toppers are set up very, very nicely. 4:16, so plenty of time. Have 2 timeouts. And a big opportunity for the Toppers to go up by 2 scores here heading into the break. See what Los Alamos wants to do. Trips to the right, quick throw to Leha, and Leha cannot hold on the slant route. He just pretty good throw there by Evan Huss, and Leha looks a little shaken up here. We'll see what they want to do, but was a pretty good slant route on the right side, but cannot hold on. So Tauber's going to send 3 receivers to the right once again, and Evan Huss going to hand the ball off to Garcia up the middle. Garcia takes on a tackler head on. He's going to fall forward for about 4. Not a great spot here. I thought he might have gotten an extra yard, but in the event, it's going to be 3rd and Actually, it's going to be third and closer to 7 now for the Toppers. And a quick throw out to Cowan. Cowan's got some room on the left side, and he's going to pick up the first down near the 20-yard line. Quick throw. Evan has been throwing very, very short passes most of this night. Cowan's going to run off the field. He may have jammed his fingers or something. They're going to take a look at him. But a nice catch and run by Cowan. And they're going to set them up at the Topper 20-yard line. Pickup of about 13. First down for Los Alamos. Keeper by Evan Huss. Evan Huss on the keeper on the right side, dragged down by one of the Hornets. See if we can figure out who that was. And that was Eric Cordova on the tackle. Evan Huss is going to pick up about 2 yards. 2nd and 8 from the 18. 2:45 remaining. And Evan Huss going to hold it again. He's got some room on the left side. He's going to slip a tackle at the 5-yard line, and he is in for the touchdown. Evan Huss on the keeper. All the Topper motion going to the right. Evan Huss keeps it on the left side. Found a spot off of left tackle. Slips a tackle and is able to go in for the touchdown. 18-yard run for Kyle Evan Huss on the keeper. 2:38 remaining. So the Toppers go up now 19-7. Topper's going to go for 2 here, trying to make up for the missed extra point last time. Hand off to Garcia, and Garcia he gets right down to the goal line, but they're going to say he is about a foot short. He actually got some contact right at the line of scrimmage, kept his feet going and made it very, very close, but is short on the 2-point try. So that's going to keep it 19-7. So 12-point lead for Los Alamos, 2:38 remaining. But great run there by Kyle Evan Huss on the keeper for the touchdown from 18 yards out. Actually got some contact, got hit pretty hard at the 5-yard line, but kept his feet and was able to spin out of it and go in for the touchdown on the left side. So the Toppers up 19-7. And as we've been saying, Highland for most of the season, been pretty effective on the ground. However, they have not shown a whole lot of quick strike capability. That ball going to roll into the end zone, but I think we have a flag. I think the Toppers were actually offside on the kickoff. We'll see what the call actually is. So a procedure penalty on Los Alamos. That would have been a touchback. Instead, that's going to cost them 5 yards. So Cowan will kick from the 35-yard line. Cowan very, very capable of still making it into the end zone from this distance. We've seen him actually kick over the end line on a couple of occasions. And, well, apparently we had a skunk around here somewhere and that is wafting into the Sullivan Field press box. And, yeah, but it has definitely been right there. So Cowan, I don't know what Cowan's doing. Cowan's going to kick a short kickoff, and that's going to bounce up, and that ball is loose, and finally going to jump on it is the Hornets. Alex Lopez actually called for a fair catch, but missed it, and that bounced over his head and over the head of another Hornet coming over. Los Alamos had a shot at it, but finally a third Hornet is able to jump on it inside the 20. Flag on the kickoff, right around where the ball was finally picked up by Highland. Let's see what the call is. But crazy kickoff. Cowan not trying to boom it. The fair catch signal made around the 30-yard line, but like I said, Alex Lopez could not come up with it. This looks like this penalty looks like it's going to be on Highland. Let's see what they we're still awaiting the call here. Highland is backing up. No official. Well, we still haven't gotten a call. So we did not get an official call. That's going to put the Hornets way back inside the 10-yard line to about looks like the 9-yard line. So that's where they will start things off. So we never did get an official signal, but that penalty on the Hornets. Long field for the Hornets. No, not a handoff to Morales. He rolls out to his right and throws down the field, looking for his receiver, DJ Spruill. But Spruill well covered, and he bounces that one into Spruill around the 25-yard line. Second down coming up, 2:32 remaining. So Los Alamos still has 2 timeouts and a stoppage of play on the incompletion. So the Toppers, if they can get a couple of quick stops here, and they're going to get one stop right here as Morales tries the keeper. He's not going to get much. And the Toppers will call a timeout, 2:21 remaining. They have 1 timeout left, so they should be able to get the ball back. So the Toppers, if you can hear the Topper coaches next to me, they want a couple of seconds put back on the clock. So but they stopped Morales immediately. Actually lost about half a yard on the play. So third and a little over 10 yards coming up for the Highland Hornets. Still plenty of time here. So if the Toppers can get a stop here and a quick timeout, they will get the ball back with about roughly 150 to go in this half. So that might give them enough time to put something together. So time not a huge factor here. So the Toppers, both teams with 1 timeout remaining. Big play here for the Topper defense. Highland, like I said, outside of a couple of chunk plays, really have not gotten much going on offense tonight. So we'll see what they want to do here. Third and long, I would think the Toppers might want to put some pressure here. They're going to hand the ball off to Mumba. Mumba's going to get a little bit of room on the right side. So quick timeout again by Los Alamos. 4th down coming up. And the like I said, the Topper, you might be able to hear them. The Topper coach is a little upset that they're not getting the timeout as quick as they want it. So that'll be the 3rd and final Topper timeout, 2:12 remaining. So 4th and about 6 for the Hornets. Do not presume that they're not going to go for it here. They did punt last time, and that punt went next to nowhere. Shank by Morales. He's punted twice, and by far the better kick was the pooch punt that he got a good roll out of. So in any event, if they're not going to get more than about 10-15 yards net on this punt, there's really no reason for the Hornets not to go for it in this situation. We'll see what they actually want to do, even though they are way back up in Los Alamos territory. or their own territory, excuse me. Toppers are setting up a return here, it looks like, as Morales is back near his own goal line. So it looks like the Hornets their preference is to punt this. So there's a snap, low snap. Better kick by Morales. He's going to get a roll, and Cowan is going to get away from the ball. Ooh, no, he did not get away from the ball. He picked it up at the 44-yard line of Los Alamos, and then he fell on it. But that ball was rolling. I don't know. I'm not sure what exactly Cowan was looking at there, but in any event, there are 2 minutes and 4 seconds remaining in this first half. Los Alamos still with some time, got a short field, but are out of timeouts here. And of course, there is no 2-minute warning in high school football, so that is not a factor. So Toppers, 2 receivers out to the right, 2 to the left, and we have a pre-snap movement, and actually that might have been the best thing that happened. They tried to throw a quick throw out to Cowan. Cowan, I think, was behind the line of scrimmage, but he moved early, so that'll cost the Toppers 5 yards. So 1st and 15 coming up. No time off the clock, of course, with the clock not starting due to the pre-snap penalty. 19-7 in favor of Los Alamos. Still with some time, no timeouts, however, and an extra 5 yards to go. Evan Huss with the snap. He's going to throw it downfield. He's got a man open. Cowan is open. And Cowan open at the 25-yard line. Had to slow up. Could not come up with the catch. That is the 4th or 5th dropped pass of this half by Los Alamos. That was a huge gainer. Would have put them around the 20-yard line. Like I said, Cowan had to slow up the pass a hair underthrown, but very well could have been caught. The Topper receivers are to a man are having a rough night tonight. Evan Huss back to pass on the 2nd down. Quick throw to Gutierrez. Gutierrez with a catch in the run. He's going to cut back to the right. Nobody there. He's going to walk into the end zone. 52 yards for the touchdown. No, scratch at 62-yard touchdown. Catch and run by Malachi Gutierrez. 144. Another quick inside throw from Kyle Evanhus to Gutierrez. Gutierrez had all kinds of running room. Nobody in front of him. Takes a cut to his left. Nobody within 10 yards of him after he got into the open field for the touchdown. Completely 100% untouched. Malachi Gutierrez, his 2nd long touchdown catch of this quarter. 62 yards. And the quick 2-point attempt by Los Alamos is good. So the Toppers will go up 27-7 here late in the 2nd quarter. 62-yard catch and run. Malachi Gutierrez, his 2nd 60-plus yarder of this quarter. One of the fastest players in all of northern New Mexico makes the Hornets pay once again. 20-point advantage here for Los Alamos late in the first half. Like we said, coming up in the first half, or halftime rather, we will take a quick break, and then we'll come back. We'll go over the scoring, and then we'll tell you what all else is happening around the state as Seth Cowan kicks the kickoff deep into the end zone for a touchback. Now, the Toppers don't have any timeouts. I imagine Highland is not going to do anything terribly risky here, especially I doubt they're going to throw a whole lot. It would probably behoove them just to go back into the field house and try to kind of regroup after crazy last couple of minutes. Toppers score just about 45 seconds apart, 2 touchdowns. And Alex Lopez is going to keep the ball on the Wildcat. He's going to dive ahead for close to 5 yards. Clock remains running, 90 seconds remaining in this first half. Toppers up 27-7. 2 quick touchdowns by the Toppers, taking advantage of the Hornets' inability to kill the clock. And Lopez, once again, this time he's going to hand off to Mumba. Mumba's going to get some room out on the right side, or the left side, excuse me. And he's going to pick up a first down. So Lopez now running the show behind center. So nice pickup by Mumba for the first down out to the 33-yard line. 55 seconds remaining. Now Highland, interestingly, they're going to rush up to the line of scrimmage. They're going to try to get another couple of plays off as quickly as possible. Hand off to Mumba. Mumba ahead for about 3. Toppers have done a pretty good job of containing him. Timeout on the field, and I think the Hornets are going to use their 3rd timeout of the half. And that's exactly what they've done. So both teams had a timeout, 37 seconds left. So Highland not exactly going into the locker room quietly here. Second and about 7 coming up, but when we come back from the timeout, so very, very productive first half for Los Alamos. Couple of miscues by both teams. A couple of plays they definitely like to have back. So 1 fumble by each team. A couple of botched special teams plays and 1 skunk. And that skunk is leaving its mark here in the Sullivan Field press box. I can imagine they can smell that even better outside, the Topper fans. 37 seconds left. And the Hornets back up at the line of scrimmage. Lopez is going to keep it. He's going to go down the left side. Actually had a little bit of room there. A nice shoestring tackle by Los Alamos. And I think that was Jahoran Quintana. And a quick snap here by the Hornets. They're going to get some running room out. They're going to get inside Topper territory down to the 45-yard line. 22 seconds remaining. Clock stops momentarily on the first down, and Highland in a quick snap mode. Lopez going to keep it himself, going to pick up about 5. So the Hornets might have 1 more play here, assuming they don't want to. They're going to spike the ball. Alex Lopez throws it straight into the ground. So the Hornets will have 1 more play, 7 seconds remaining. As Lopez, excuse me, I'm sorry, that was Lopez. Lopez clocks the ball at the Topper 40-yard line. So 1 more play, and it looks like they're setting up some sort of long pass. Twins on both sides of the field, and Morales back, going to take a deep drop. Looks like the old Hail Mary, and there is it's going to fall to the ground harmlessly, and clock hits all zeros. So that'll do it for this first half here at Sullivan Field. The Toppers up big, going into the break 27-7. The Toppers come up with 20 points in that first second quarter. And so they lead big. And a nice second quarter, 2 long catches and runs for the Topper speedster. Malachi Gutierrez, one for 60 yards, another for 62 yards. In between that, Kyle Ivanhus with a nice 18-yard scamper for a third Topper touchdown, 27-7. So we got a 15-minute break coming up. The winner of this game, like I said, will be heading to Bulldog Bowl to take on Artesia. So very, very tough place to play. You can ask just about anybody. And the Bulldogs, of course, have been the premier high school program in the state, bar none. Close to 30 state championships in school history. And may have what it takes for another one this year, but tall order for the winner of this ball game. But right now, Los Alamos very much in the driver's seat. We are going to be back in about 10 minutes or so. We'll wrap up this first half. We'll let you know what's going on. And then we'll come back. We'll take a look at the Class 5A football playoffs. And boy, it is an exciting time of the year here in New Mexico, if you're a high school sports fan. Now, a lot going on. Soccer starting up as well, soccer playoffs, and volleyball not too far down the horizon as well. So lots going on, but very, very productive second quarter and a big lead for Los Alamos heading into the break. We'll be back in just a few minutes. You're listening to the Los Alamos Daily Post YouTube channel coverage of Hilltopper football.
Hi, I'm Alan Quintana, training captain for the Los Alamos Fire Department. We are going to be giving you a brief glimpse today of what our academy entails. We are in week 7 of a 26-week academy. The following will be showing some of our training that we do here in the station to get these recruits ready to help serve our community. So first off, we'll be showing you our recruits. We're going to be doing some physical fitness, be doing push-ups in the drill yard. So we'll be doing push-ups, a whole bunch of calisthenic workouts. Secondly, the recruits are running up the drill tower. So we're doing this to train them physically. This is a four-story training burn building that they use to help build muscle and improve their fitness, so we can serve the community better when it comes time to actually get out onto shift. Lastly, we're doing some EMS training here. So we're practicing all our fire department, or at least minimum EMT basic, all the way up to paramedic, to run emergency medical calls. So here we're training on some of our medical techniques. We're currently in the trauma section in our academy. So the reason for all this training is to get somebody fresh off the street, which could be you, to teach them to how to be a firefighter and an EMT and how to serve the community. This is in coordination with Los Alamos County and the Los Alamos National Lab, who also provides funding to allow us to do this. If you're interested in joining our team and being part of the Los Alamos County Fire Department, please look at the link below. We have links, QR codes, and it has more resources. Stay tuned for some more videos coming up in the coming weeks to keep you guys updated on how our academy is going. And go Toppers!
And we are back live from Sullivan Field. The Toppers and the Highland Hornets. We are just about done with the halftime break. The Toppers up 27-7, heading into quarter number 3. The Toppers with a huge second quarter to take control of this ball game. The game was tied at 7 after one quarter of play, but Los Alamos comes up with 3 touchdowns in that second quarter. Those included 2 long touchdowns from Kyle Evanhus on to Malachi Gutierrez, both going for 60-plus yards, one coming at the 6:58 mark of the second quarter, 60-yard catch and run by Gutierrez, and that made the score 13-7 at the time. And after that, with 1:44 left before halftime, Gutierrez on a 62-yard catch and run, and untouched on a quick out, and then a cut up to the left side of the field, wide open, ran untouched, 62 yards to put Los Alamos up 27-7. In between at the 2:38 mark, just a little less than 45 seconds earlier, Kyle Evanhus with a keeper. He went 18 yards for a score and broke a nice tackle at the 5-yard line to get in. So that is where we're sitting right now. Highland did get on the board at the 4:03 mark of the first quarter. A fourth down play, actually, a kind of a heave from their quarterback, Axel Morales, and he found Jose Tapia. Tapia was able to pull the ball in around 25-yard line and scamper in for the only Highland score of the ball game. 27-7 is where we stand. Two teams now warming up for the first half, or the second half, rather, coming up. Winner of this game, as I said, will take on the second-seeded Artesia Bulldogs. That'll be next week in the Bulldog Bowl, the premier venue for high school football in the state of New Mexico. And that is just a great venue down there. And we'll see what we want to do coming up with that game. It's been a while since Los Alamos has gotten to the second round of the playoffs, by the way, but they are in good shape coming up. The other games currently, or is scheduled for this weekend, rather, right now, the Gadsden Panthers are taking on the Mayfield Trojans. Gadsden was Los Alamos' first round opponent last year and got the better of Los Alamos in that playoff game here at Sullivan Field, taking on the Mayfield Trojans. I have a grudge against Mayfield, so I am pulling for Gadsden in that contest. The winner of that game will take on the top seed in Class 5A, the Roswell Coyotes. That will be at very likely the Wool Bowl down there. A beautiful, beautiful stadium in Roswell. Also tonight, Deming, the fifth seed, the Deming Wildcats, taking on the 12th and final seed getting into the playoffs, the Belen Eagles. Belen, we have seen Belen with some fantastic teams. Not so much this year, though. Belen really struggled. They made it in as the 12th and final seed, and they will take on Goddard. The winner of that game will take on the Goddard Rockets. Valley and Manzano will play tomorrow at 1:00 in Albuquerque. I believe that is scheduled for Milne Stadium. And Valley was the District 2 champion this year, knocking off Los Alamos in a critical game a couple of weeks ago. Should they get past Manzano, they will take on Piedra Vista. And they, of course, are from Farmington. We're about set to go here for the second half. teed up. The Hornets are going to try an onside kick, and I think they came up with the football. Let's see what they call onside kick. Very quick onside kick. And yes, the Highland Hornets come up with the onside kick to start things off here in this second half. So the Hornets set up inside the Topper territory right at the 48-yard line. So the Hornets trying to get back in this ball game in a hurry. That caught Los Alamos off guard. Quick onside kick. Lopez still running the Wildcat. He's going to go up the middle, and he's going to pick up close to 5 yards. Alex Lopez has had some success running the Wildcat. Haven't seen Axel Morales take a whole lot of snaps, but it looks like the Hornets are going to, at least for a while, see how much success they can get running the Wildcat here. Lopez has gotten some yardage. 2nd down and 5 coming up inside the Topper 45-yard line. And another handoff right up the middle. That was Mumbai, and he is going to pick up some good yardage. He's going to get the first down near the 35-yard line. Big pickup there by their number 1 runner, Amiri Mumba, who put up some big numbers this season, and he picks up the first down. 30. That'll put the ball at the Topper 34-yard line, just underway here in the third quarter. And Lopez takes the snap, handoff to Mumba down the left side. Nice tackle, submarine tackle for the Toppers. That is Kyler Young. Kyler Young was shaken up a little bit in the first half, had to come out for a few plays, but came back. Nice tackle right at about the thigh pads. Couple of yards there for Mumba. 2nd and 8 coming up, 10:20 remaining. The Hornets going from left to right here in this third quarter. And pitch out way wide. That's going to go to Jose Tapia. Tapia, sophomore. He's going to pick up a couple. Lopez trying the left side. And the deep pitch out to Jose Tapia. So 3rd and let's call it a long 5 here, closer to 6. Right at the Topper 30-yard line. So the Hornets trying to get on the ball here immediately, and they're going to take a timeout. 9:41 here in the third quarter. So the Hornets burn their first timeout of the second half. Not sure where the disconnect was there. It looked like the play got in just fine, and Alex Lopez, the kind of the Wildcat back right now, has been running this offense pretty well over the last couple of Hornet possessions. So, but obviously some miscommunication there somewhere. The Hornets have to burn a timeout. 3rd down, and we'll call it 6 yards at the Topper 30-yard line. So the Topper cowbells out in full ringing. They don't really ring. And Lopez on the keeper. He's going to go to the right side. He's going to dive near the 25-yard line. Let's see where they spot it. They're going to spot it right around the 26. It'll be 4th and 2 coming up. 9:20 remaining. I imagine the Hornets are going to go for this. If they want to get back in this ball game, they're going to need to do something here in a hurry, down by 20 points. And the offense is going to stay on the field. Alex Lopez in the pistol. Moomba right behind him at the lone setback. And Lopez is going to throw it, and it's going to be picked off. That is going to be picked off by Seth Cowan. Alex Lopez dropping back, and he throws a short pass trying to, on an out route around the 20-yard line, and that is stepped up, cut off easily by Seth Cowan, and Cowan dropped after the interception. Actually would have been better off just knocking that to the ground, but in any case, it will be Topper ball, 8:55 remaining. Toppers with their first possession of the third quarter. Hand off inside to Garcia. That is Gutierrez. Gutierrez gonna go out to the left side, gonna cut back up the middle. He's gonna pick up about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up for Los Alamos, 8:35. So big stop there on the interception by Seth Cowan. So Toppers, 2 receivers out to the left. Hayden Jorgensen in the slot, and they're going to hand the ball off to, look like Garcia. Garcia's going to test the right side, and he's going to pick up a first down. So that's going to move the ball out to the 34-yard line. So first down for Los Alamos. Clock running, 8:05 remaining in the third quarter. So Toppers, I'm sure, would love to shorten this game as much as possible. Another handoff. No! Wide open down the field. And a catch right down the field by, was that Gutierrez? That looked like Gutierrez on the long side of the field. Wide open. Nobody anywhere near him. Excuse me. That is Zach Stidham, the utility man for the Toppers, running all by himself down the sideline. The throw actually made him drift a little closer to the sideline than he wanted. He made the catch, and there was nobody anywhere near him, but unfortunately cannot keep his feet in bounds. But he's going to get down inside the 35, down to the 33-yard line. Timeout on the field. 7:49 remaining. Said Stidham been able to stay up on the sideline instead of having to kind of toe dance. He walks into the end zone. We have a player injury, by the way, and that's going to be back at the original line of scrimmage. One of the Hornets is down. That is the reason for the delay here. Cannot see which one of the Hornets that is, but he is lying prone right around the 35-yard line, and he's getting a lot of medical attention. So this, we'll keep an eye and see what happened over there. But Zach Stidham, if you remember last year, he was the Toppers. He started off the season as the Toppers starting quarterback, QB1, and actually had some success. They did switch out to Evan Huss about in the middle of last season. But Stidham, he does a lot of things very, very well. He is a good open field runner. He's got solid hands. We've seen him make the tough catches in the middle of the field. A very, very solid player, and he is not a big guy at all. He is a very slight kid. Not sure what they have him listed at. They have him listed at 150 pounds, and I think that is the upper end. I think they weighed him after Thanksgiving dinner to give him 150 pounds. But he is a senior, and he is just he does whatever the Toppers need. Stidham is usually right there. So still the player is down for Highland, and this unfortunately, this looks a little bit serious. We're going to keep an eye on this, but they have kind of, they're still looking at him. Unfortunately, the young man has not gotten up yet, and they're really there's 3 or 4 medical personnel around him, the athletic trainers around there, and they are kind of keeping him pinned to the ground. So that is not generally a really good sign. And I think we're going to await some medical help. We're going to take a short break here. 7:49 remaining in the third quarter. Toppers up by 3 touchdowns, 27-7, and looking to add that after a big catch by Zach Stidham. Unfortunately, one of the Hornets hurt on the play, and we'll keep an eye on that. We'll be back in just a moment. First, before we cut out, though, I want to give another shout out to our awesome sponsors. And that, of course, is the University of New Mexico at Los Alamos, the Los Alamos Police Department, the Los Alamos Fire Department, and the Los Alamos Public Schools Credit Union. Thank you for your support of Hilltopper football. Here on the Los Alamos Daily Post, 27-7, 7:49 remaining in the third quarter. We'll be back in just a minute, and we will get you back and caught up on what's going on. So we are back here at Sullivan Field. It is 27-7 in favor of the Topper. 7:49 remaining in the third quarter. Young man for the Hornets still down on the field. He is being kind of pinned down there by several school officials. We have the ambulance coming over here. We do not know exactly what happened. We believe that young man is Alan Edmondson. I'm not going to speculate what exactly happened to him, but they are keeping him down on the field, making sure he really does not move. So that's who we believe that is down for the Hornets, Alan Edmondson. He is a senior. And ambulance coming from Los Alamos Medical Center, just right down the street here, and they're going to attend to this young man. Like I said, I did not see how he got hurt, but we're not going to guess what's going on with him. But he is down, and they're keeping him down. So the way this works, of course, even not knowing what happened, they take 0 chances here. They're going to keep this young man as steady as possible. Likely are going to put him on a backboard and take him to the hospital to check him out. There is no messing around here. They are definitely going to take every possible precaution there is to ensure that he gets off the field safely and he gets medical attention. But in any event, the Toppers up by 3 touchdowns and moving with the ball. When we come back, they're going to have the ball deep in Highland territory with a chance to really get very, very close to shutting the door on this first round contest of the playoffs. So the Toppers hoping to move on. It's been a while since Los Alamos has advanced in the playoffs. This is the Toppers' second consecutive trip to the playoffs after finishing second in District 2. And they ended up with a record of 8 wins and 2 losses. Hornets had, like I said, a very slow start to this season. Ended up 0-3 after 3 games. Those were probably their 3 toughest games of the year. Pretty good opponents in the Portales Rams and against Los Alamos' best friend in the universe, the St. Pius X Sartans, and really got beat up in both of those games. The Hornets managed just to combine 2 points in those 2 games. That was obviously a safety against St. Pius, and then they lost actually a close game to a pretty good Bernalillo squad as well to start the season. After that, though, they kind of took off and won 6 out of their next 7 and really finished kind of with a bang. Their last regular season game, they knocked off the Miami Patriots in Albuquerque, and Miami, of course, from Gallup. District 1, like I said, kind of a odd geographical mix there. There's a team from Gallup, a team from Albuquerque, a team from Farmington, and the Belen Eagles. So just kind of all over the place. And we've seen odd district groupings like that before, actually, when I started high school back, when we were riding dinosaurs to high school. We had a very interesting district, which included Farmington and Gallup, and I believe Santa Fe High was in there as well. It was just an odd mixture, but that was a group we were with, and it was not a whole lot of fun. We ended up moving districts, and we ended up in a district with the Raton Tigers. I believe when I was a senior, I think it's when we made that move, and it was um, that was a long trip up there to Raton for our final regular season game in football, and that was not a whole lot of fun. And it was ice cold, and Raton was very good. We hung with them for a while, but couldn't quite pull that one out that we needed to. But in any event, the Hornets, the number 10 seed, and they ended up having themselves a pretty good year after a slow start. Los Alamos 8-2, lost on homecoming night to the Albuquerque Academy Chargers, and then lost a big game at Milne Stadium against the Valley Vikings, the number 6 seed here in the Class 5A playoffs. So we have EMTs here. They are attending to the young man on the field. Looks like they're putting him on a backboard, and they're going to take him out of here in a gurney, as is always the case. No chances are taken, especially if there's any kind of maybe head or neck issue. I do not know, and I'm not going to speculate what the problem is, but no chances will be taken, and they'll get this young man some medical attention and see what needs to happen from there. So it is always very unfortunate to when you see a player go down and require this kind of attention. Hopefully this young man is all right. I believe I know who this is, but I learned that that may not be the case, so I'm not going to mention the young man's name in case I am wrong. And in fact, I think I am wrong, because I think I see the young man that I named a little while ago. So in any event, still here at Sullivan Field, and the Toppers have really looked solid up. Had gone off to kind of a funny start in the first quarter, able to pull it together and come up with 3 touchdowns in the second quarter to really put some distance between themselves and the Hornets. Toppers will be knocking on the door once again when we come back. Still a lot going on the field, making sure that this young man is okay. But that's just never anything you want to see. Just a young man getting hurt and needing this kind of medical attention. But in any event, that is one of the things, unfortunately, that can happen. Football, of course, is a rough sport, but they are giving him all the attention and taking all the precautions they need to right now. He is now being placed on the gurney from the backboard. The backboard being placed on the gurney. They'll get him into the ambulance, which is partially on the field. And then they will take him on the short drive to the Los Alamos Medical Center. So we'll be back in just a moment, and the teams actually get a couple of minutes, I believe, after a delay like this to warm back up. The young man now being wheeled toward the ambulance. Might be able to hear some applause for him as they are taking him off the field. So we'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Toppers up 27-7 in the third quarter.
I think so. They better.
We're back here live from Sullivan Field. The young man is in the ambulance, and they are driving away toward Los Alamos Medical Center. One of the Highland Hornets. I did mention a name earlier. I want to make sure to correct that I mentioned the name Alan Edmondson. I thought that was the young man that was involved in the play. It was not. Alan Edmondson is out on the field. He is fine. I do not know exactly who that is, but it is not Alan Edmondson, so I apologize for that. I'm not going to speculate who that is or exactly what happened, but in any event, he is being driven toward the Los Alamos Medical Center as we speak. We're going to come back after the teams are given a couple of minutes to warm up, and we're going to come back. It is first down for Los Alamos at the Highland 37-yard line, actually 38-yard line. Let me correct that as the 33-yard line. And Tauber's with the snap. And play stopping. Looks like a pre-snap penalty coming up here. And the Hornets are going to get called for being in the neutral zone. That's going to cost them 5 yards. 7:48 remaining. I think they added a few seconds during the break. I thought it was 7:38, but in any event, first down and short for Los Alamos. Evan Huss going to go around the left side. He's got some room. Going to get brought down by Lopez, but he's inside the 20-yard line. And first down for Los Alamos. They're going to mark him right at the 20. So Evan Huss taking the ball on the keeper to the left side. First down for Los Alamos, and a quick snap and a quick slant inside and wide open and rolling in for a touchdown. What a throw. Great throw there by Kyle Evanhuss, and he hits Hayden Jorgensen for a 20-yard touchdown on the slant route. 7:25 remaining here in the third quarter. So the Toppers in complete control on the 2-point conversion try. Malachi Gutierrez is going around the left side, and he's going to walk in untouched. Nice play by Los Alamos for the 2-point conversion. And so that is going to make the score 35-7 in favor of Los Alamos. Not quite halfway through the third quarter. So Los Alamos with a nice touchdown on the slant route. Kyle Evanhuss to Hayden Jorgensen, and then Malachi Gutierrez on the 2-point conversion. Toppers in complete control here. Not quite halfway through the third quarter. Seth Cowan will kick it off for Los Alamos, and that's going to go back deep and 9.5 yards deep into the end zone. All Hilltoppers right now in this contest. So you're listening to Los Alamos Daily Post and our coverage of Hilltopper football. Toppers in just dominating Highland right now. I want to give a couple of shout outs while we got a minute. Shout out to Linda listening in, and Linda here in Los Alamos listening in. And thank you for checking out Hilltopper football as Moomba gets the carry. He's going to get a couple going on the right side. Also want to give a shout out to Aaron here in Los Alamos, and thank you for listening in. and she said hi to me on the YouTube chat box. So howdy, Aaron. Thanks for listening. We really appreciate it. I also want to give a shout out to Amy down in Santa Fe. She is listening in as Alex Lopez dives forward, straight up the middle, and he's going to pick up about 4 yards. Third down coming up for the Highland Hornets. So third down about 2 now. Watch it cut back. At the 28-yard line, and Lopez going to hand off to Mumba. Mumba going to pick up about 6 yards, and that'll be enough for a first down. Mumba, the primary weapon for the Hornets, been pretty well contained for the most part in this contest by the Topper defense. I think that was Matthew Brousseau over on that side to pull a Mumba down. 6 minutes remaining. Topper's up by 28 here in the third quarter. Alex Lopez doing a pretty good job running the Wildcat. Another handoff to Mumba. Nice big pickup for Mumba going on the left side. He's going to pick up about 7. So Highland on the move, trying to keep in this ball game. Also, of course, want to give a shout out to Topper super fan Gary Hofak. Thanks for listening in, Gary. Always great that you join us, as Lopez is going to roll out to his right, and he's going to throw. Well, he's going to throw a laser shot looking for Tapia. In the middle of the field, that pass really low to the ground. Tapia never really had a shot at it. Tapia, by the way, scored the lone Highland touchdown back in the first quarter. 5:20 remaining. Third down and about 4 coming up. And hand off to Mumba. Mumba's going to break through on the left side, still on his feet. And not the best tackling effort I think we've seen tonight by Los Alamos. Mumba, a pretty sturdy kid, and Topper's all going up high against him, and Mumba just kind of bounced off. Big run for him. His best run of the night down to the Topper 35-yard line. 5 minutes remaining here in this third quarter. Highland on the move. Alex Lopez, the Wildcat quarterback, has really got the Hornets kind of in gear, and he's had the last 3 or 4 possessions that the Hornets have had. So they are eschewing the pass game, and Lopez keeps the ball, and he is swallowed up after a gain of about 3. Going on the right side. And that was Larson on the tackle, Nathaniel Larson. Having a pretty solid game for himself for the Topper defense. Second down and 7 coming up. And Lopez, the snap goes on the ground. Lopez has to go down and get it. And he does, in fact, pick it up. So they keep possession. Jahorn Quintana immediately on him. Third and long coming up now for the Hornets. Under 4 minutes remaining in this third quarter. And handoff up the middle to Mumba. Mumba breaks a tackle. He's able to slide in. Nice pickup. It's going to be fourth down and a manageable 3. But Mumba starting to get some movement. Like I said, Los Alamos contained him fairly well through most of the first half. Really didn't pick up any big yardage, but has been pretty effective on this possession for the Hornets. Handoff to Mumba. Mumba going to go inside. He's going to break a tackle up the middle, and he's going to go in for the score. 28 yards. Looked like they had Moomba pretty well bottled up near the line of scrimmage, but he snuck through. And the Toppers, like I said, just not have really been trying to hit Boomba high, and that has not been effective. So he's going to go in 28 yards for the touchdown with 3:01 remaining. So some life still left in the Hornets, and their extra point is no good. That one looked like a pop fly in baseball. The extra point, I think it ended up short, actually. In any event, the Hornets trying to keep pace. They cut the lead to 35-13. So still a 3-score game for the Hornets. The Toppers, who had been very effective on defense most of this night, just not their best tackling effort that last possession for Highland. But the Toppers will get the ball back here. So the last time the Hornets kicked off, they attempted an onside kick. Looks like the Toppers are bunched up near the 50-yard line, so I think they're ready for this. The Highland kicking game has been suspect at best tonight. And there's a kick, a short kick, and that is going to be picked up at the 15-yard line by Malachi Gutierrez. Gutierrez running east-west, trying to get around the corner, actually makes something out of nothing. He started way on the far side of the field, came back all the way to the near side of the field, did turn the corner, and it's going to pick up about 14, 15 yards on the return. Topper set up at the 30. They're going to mark it at the 33-yard line. So first down for Los Alamos, under 3 minutes left in this third quarter. And Toppers would love to shut the door here as soon as possible. And Leha in motion. He's going to get the handoff on the jet sweep. Nice pickup for Leha. He's going to get out to about the 42-yard line, pickup of close to 8. Actually, they're going to give him the 43 to about, well, they're going to give him the first down here. That was, they just eyeballed him, gave him the first down. That was, I don't know, that was a little closer than anything. Quick throw out to Gutierrez. Gutierrez, is knocked down to the ground after another quick throw, and that's been a very effective play for Los Alamos tonight. He is brought down by Sean Ware-Papa after pickup of close to 9, and now keeper by Evan Huss, and Evan Huss runs into, I think that was Moomba, right at the sticks. They're going to give him the first down, but that was quite the collision there. But Evan Huss does net the first down just inside Highland territory. Minute 55 remaining. And the quick snap, and Evan Huss in trouble. He's going to slip one tackle in the backfield. He's going to go around the left side. He's got some running room down the sideline, finally shoved out of bounds near the 30. And Evan Huss, great individual effort there. He had a man on him immediately, went straight to the sideline and was able to turn the corner. 1:40 remaining. Toppers at the 31-yard line of Highland, and another slant pattern, and that's going to be caught. And close to another first down. That is Catch made by Jorgensen. They'll give him the first down. They're going to mark him at the 21-yard line. Los Alamos on the move. 1:32 left in the third quarter. And quick shovel pass to Leha. Leha going to try the left side. Good pickup over there on the left side. Going to pick up about, looks like about 5. So the Toppers trying to pick up the pace here. Looks like the Highland defense starting to get a little winded. Los Alamos trying to take advantage. And Evan Huss with another slant to Malachi Gutierrez. Gutierrez going to go, ran east-west. He had some daylight had he turned up field, but never saw it. Looks like he's going to be short of the first down to about the 12-yard line. 3rd and 1 for Los Alamos. And now Evan Huss on the keeper. Now he's going to pitch out to Garcia. The late pitch out. He's close to the sticks. See where they're going to mark it. And a very, very late pitch. And they are going to give him the first down. Going to mark it right at the 10-yard line. So Los Alamos, 1st and goal, 53 seconds remaining in this third quarter. And the Highland defense is gassed. Hand off to Garcia. Garcia going to cut it out to the right side, and he is going to get in for the touchdown from 10 yards out. 47 seconds remaining. And Nico Garcia from 10 yards. They started out up the middle, and then Garcia bounced it out to the right side, and there was just nobody there. Nobody got a finger on him until he had reached the goal line. So the Toppers go up again, 41-13. Seth Cowan lined up for the extra point, and that is up, and that is good. 42-13 in favor of Los Alamos. So Los Alamos up by 29 points here. The Toppers would love to get this to a 35-point game and have the clock run the rest of the way. But not quite there yet, 42-13. But like I said, Highland really, the defense really running close to empty there toward the end of that drive. Los Alamos goes pace on offense. Going as quickly as they can, trying to get as many snaps as they can and keep Highland off balance. And Highland just had nothing left those last couple of plays there on defense. Third quarter nearly coming to a close. Seth Cowan will kick things off here. And deep kickoff. And, oh, no, that's going to stay in. It bounded the 2-yard line, picked up by Mumba. Mumba picks it up at the 2. He's going to get a ball out to the 28, 29-yard line. That looked like that was going to make the goal line once again, but it hit right at the 2-yard line and bounced straight up in the air. Mumba right there wisely grabs it and actually turns that into a pretty good return. Going to be interesting to see what Highland has. Like I said, they're kind of sucking wind a little bit. Let's see what they can do here. And Lopez with the ball, and Lopez, wow, he is a shifty runner, and he's going to pick up about 8 yards going straight up the middle. So 2nd and short coming up for the Highland Hornets. 20 seconds left in the quarter. Let's see if Highland will want to get another play in or not. They're definitely not in a hurry right now. It's going to be close. No, I don't think the Hornets are going to be able to get this off. 3, 2, 1, and no, will be the end of the third quarter. So we'll switch sides. Toppers up 42-13. So huge edge here for Los Alamos. and they are very close to punching their ticket to the second round. Like we said, this has been a while since the Toppers have been in the second round of the playoffs. I want to say 2008 was the last time they made it to the second round, and that was a very, very powerful team the Toppers had in the late aughts. Of course, you remember Ruben Martinez. Ruben Martinez ended up playing for the premier football team in the state, the New Mexico State Aggies. And Ruben was just an absolute monster on the field. Unfortunately, when he got up to the college level, he got hit by the injury bug almost immediately and just was never able to bounce back. He would have been a very, very big contributor to that football team. Just could never stay healthy, unfortunately. But Ruben, one of the great all-time Topper athletes. So we start the fourth quarter here. And a dive play onto the right side for Highland. Picks up about a yard. It'll be 3rd and 1 coming up for the Hornets at the Topper 37-yard line. And Alex Lopez has been very effective running the Wildcat here. Handoff straight up the middle. And that is Mumba. And Mumba is going to keep his feet moving, and he's going to dive forward, and he will have just enough for a first down. Just underway here in the fourth quarter, 42-13. Highland Hornets going from right to left from where I'm sitting. And they have not shown any big strike capabilities. So I'm barring some wackiness, they're going to have a very hard time getting back in this ball game. And pre-snap penalty marker on the field. And that will be a neutral zone infraction by the Toppers. We've seen a ton of those on both sides of the field in this contest. Looks like the Toppers may have actually lined up in the neutral zone, but in any event, 1st and 5 coming up for the Hornets, under 11 minutes remaining. And Lopez is going to keep it himself. He's going to try the right side. He's going to pick up a couple. 2nd down coming up. So Los Alamos, again, barring any very, very unusualness coming up, they will move on to play the Artesia Bulldogs next week. We do not have the day for that yet. They will announce that later. And so the Toppers and the Artesia Bulldogs played a classic contest. The one and only time they have ever met, that was up here in Sullivan Field during the playoffs. And Landry Jones, who actually ended up playing for Pittsburgh in the NFL, and he went to Oklahoma after his Artesia career ended, and played for the Oklahoma Sooners. Fantastic quarterback. Actually, Los Alamos kept him kind of in check for about 3 quarters in that game. Toppers had an incredible pass rush that was spearheaded by Nels Weber, a fantastic player for the Toppers. And a throw down, and that is picked off once again by Seth Cowan as Lopez throwing into double coverage, trying to get the ball down the field, make something happen, but Cowan picks it off, and he picks it off at the 30-yard line. That will stop that drive by the Highland Hornets, and a big night for Cowan. That is his 2nd pick of this ball game. So fantastic ball game. Topper defense has been pretty solid throughout this contest, and Toppers will take over with about 9.5 minutes remaining here. And handoff, that's going to go to Gutierrez. Gutierrez spins around, actually able to keep his feet. A couple of people trying to throw him to the ground, but he is able to stay up, gets out to the 40-yard line, and is good enough for a Topper first down. So Topper's still playing pace here on offense. Really don't they? Actually, what I would think they'd want to grind as much clock as possible, but in any event, and likely won't matter. So, assuming Los Alamos hangs on, they will take on the Artesia Bulldogs next week. We'll give you the date and time for that as soon as we find out. And two of the other three contests going on tonight. Quick throw out to Leha. Leha getting down the sideline, actually still on his feet. They can't bring him down, and he's going to get well inside of Highland territory. He's going to get down right at the Highland 40-yard line. Another quick throw out. We've got another penalty marker down. This has been a flag-laden game, and the Toppers walking back to the original line of scrimmage. So just a lot of penalties in this contest. Been a little bit on the sloppy side.
43.
So
2nd and 7, Coach.
Let's see what have not gotten a definitive signal yet. And it's going to be a hold on Los Alamos. So under 8.5 minutes left in this contest. So I'll look up, see if I can find the other scores for you of the other two games currently going on in Class 5A. Maybe those have gotten reported, maybe those have not. We will see. But in any event, looks like another showdown between Los Alamos and Artesia. The one and only time as Jackson Blair goes up the middle. So it'll be 3rd down and long for Los Alamos coming up.
I know, but we're going to get to
7:45 remaining as I'm checking the scores here to see if we can find any of the other games going on right now. And we know another pre-snap penalty, so we're a lot of those this evening. So that will be against the Toppers. So another 2nd and long coming up for Los Alamos. And we have another. It looks like we're going to have some more movement on Los Alamos. So the Toppers struggling a little bit with their concentration right now, but probably will not be too big of a problem.
They're not going to be ready to get set. They're killing us. Put Cowan and Malachi back in.
So in any event, 7:13 left in the 4th quarter, 42-13 ball game. And not having a whole lot of luck finding these other scores, so but I'll look and see. I'll keep an eye out and see if we can get you any other information. The Artesia Bulldogs, by the way, 9-1 on the season, and They are the number 2 team in Class 5A. Roswell, the only unbeaten team in Class 5A this year, ended up with the number 1 seed, 10-0. So the Coyotes, the Bulldogs are really very much the premier teams in all of New Mexico high school football, and that's been that way for many, many years. Back to action, long pass, and that's going to get caught right at the 50-yard line, and a free run for Los Alamos, and that is going to be another touchdown. So Kyle Evan-Huss, and he's going to connect. I think that was Hayden Jorgensen, and a wide open for another touchdown. 6:45 left in the ball game. The wide open was Evan Huss, or Hayden Jorgensen rather, for another topper touchdown. So the Toppers now go up 48-13. So that will kick in phase 1 of the mercy rule as Seth Cowan lines up for the extra point. And that is good. 49-13 in favor of Los Alamos. So what does that mean? So from here on out, as long as Los Alamos maintains a 35-point lead, we will have a running clock. And running clock basically means the next 6:45 of this game will take approximately 6 minutes and 45 seconds, barring injuries or timeouts or anything like that. So Toppers really salting this one away finally. And they will be moving on in approximately 6 minutes and 45 seconds. So big night for Kyle Evan-Huss. 4 touchdown passes this evening. 2 to Malachi Gutierrez, 2 to Hayden Jorgensen. So a couple of touchdowns as well for Hayden Jorgensen. And just things are really going Los Alamos' way. We do have one score in from Class 5A. The playoffs have an upset. The Gadsden Panthers knocked off this evening by the Mayfield Trojans. So Mayfield wins that contest 13-12. That was a minor upset. The Trojans, the number 9 seed. Gadsden Panthers, the number 8 seed. 13-12 victory for the Mayfield Trojans. So they will take on Roswell next week. And another final rolling in as well, just as I speak, and the Deming Wildcats all over Belen. Belen, the Eagles, very respectable program, but it is all Deming this evening. They win that one by a score of 40-3. So all Deming there. Deming will move on. They will take on the Goddard Rockets next week. So this is the last game remaining in this Friday night, and tomorrow Valley and Manzano will play for the 4th and final Class 5A contest. 5:50 remaining. Highland with the ball, but they are down big, 49-13. Handoff to Mumba, and Mumba just swallowed up. Toppers are just loaded up on the front line. Kyler Young in on that one, and Larson as well. Larson's had himself quite the game tonight. Nathaniel Larson on the edge. On top of that, he's had close to half a dozen tackles tonight. He has just been all over the place. 5:10 remaining now as we are counting down. The Toppers will knock off the Highland Hornets here as Muma gets the carry. Had a crease on the left side, but that closes in. It'll be 4th down for the Hornets. 4th down in about a yard. So the Hornets, there's no real reason not to go for it here. And Axel Morales actually back behind center now. Alex Lopez, give him some credit. He really ran the offense pretty effectively out of the Wildcat as handoff, and that's going to go nowhere. Toppers are going to get the ball back on downs. And I think that was Mumba, and that way he was swallowed up by the Toppers. Diego Hinojosa right there. And so turnover on downs. Under 4 minutes remaining. And boy, I'd love to just see the Toppers go into the victory formation here, but that's not always what Los Alamos does. We'll see what they actually do. Looks like they have their regular offense out there. There really no need to do that. Looks like we have timeout on the field. No, we do not have timeout on the field. There's a equipment problem. So Toppers will switch out a couple of people and have the regular offense out. Kyle Evanhus still in the game. No, excuse me. That is Zach Stidham. Stidham going to throw into the end zone. And that pass, I think, was intercepted. Throw into the end zone. I think that was intercepted by Highland. Actually, was not in the end zone. They're going to mark it about the 1-inch line. So that was passes picked off. Zach Stidham was the quarterback there and had one-on-one coverage on the right side, but that pass is intercepted. So Highland will get the ball back with 2:35. I have no idea why Los Alamos is throwing by 36 points. And the ball on the ground in the end zone. Let's see who fell on it. And no signal yet. The Toppers fall on it. So that is a Topper touchdown with 2:16 remaining. Fumbled exchange between the quarterback and I don't think that was Mumba. I'm not sure who it was, but the Toppers score. So they will go up 55-13. And coming in with the extra point is Seth Cowan. And not quite sure what happened there. Looks like Cowan didn't quite get his toe on it, so that extra point is no good. In any case, 55-13. Toppers will kick off here momentarily. And the celebration will begin shortly. The Toppers heading to the second round of the playoffs, where they will face the Artesia Bulldogs. The Bulldogs, a very, very powerful team. It's going to be interesting to see. Los Alamos has a week to get ready for them. And they're they're going to need every bit of that time to prep for the Bulldogs and get a game plan for them. But the Toppers will have at least tonight to celebrate. And, probably the rest of the weekend as well. Big victory here for Los Alamos. And kickoff going to go into the end zone. Hornets tried to run it out, but once the ball passes the goal line, that is a touchback. So 55-13, clock running, under 2 minutes left. So it has been an eventful night here in Sullivan Field, but the Toppers will come away with the first round victory and will move on in the Class 5A playoffs. So it has been a while since Los Alamos has advanced in the playoffs. As Moomba going to go down the left side and shoved out of bounds after a big gain. So big night tonight for Kyle Evanhus, the quarterback. 4 touchdown passes and an 18-yard scamper for a touchdown as well. Malachi Gutierrez 2 receptions for touchdowns, as did Hayden Jorgensen for the Toppers in this rout of the Highland Hornets. And Toppers really needed to corral Amari Moomba, and for the most part we're able to do that tonight. Moomba has gotten some movement here late in this ball game, but it has been garbage time here at Sullivan Field for a while. As the clock winds down, a fumble and just all kinds of craziness out on the field right now as we're down under 20 seconds. And doesn't look like Highland plans to snap the ball again. So that's going to do it here for Sullivan Field. At Sullivan Field, the Toppers will advance in the Class 5A playoffs. Huge victory, 55-13 over the Highland Hornets. So Los Alamos, the celebration beginning here at Sullivan Field. So congratulations to the Hilltoppers moving on. And like I said, it's been a while since they have gotten past the first round of the playoffs. So Toppers big season continues as they will take on the second-seeded Artesia Bulldogs. So the lineup as it stands right now, Los Alamos taking on Artesia next week, and that is a 2-7 matchup. The Roswell Coyotes know who they will play as well. They will play the my favorite team, the Mayfield Trojans, and that is a 1-9 matchup. As I was saying, it kind of depends on where the teams played last. Who was the home team in the last time they played? That makes a difference in football. That makes no difference in any other sport in high school, but it does make a difference in New Mexico high school football. And several years ago, the coaches decided that was a factor in where they would play in the playoffs. So even if Artesia was not the number 2 seed, the Toppers owe the Bulldogs a home game. So Los Alamos will head down there, and so Roswell will take on Mayfield next week. The number 1 Roswell Coyotes against the Mayfield Trojans. And the other game we already know, the Goddard Rockets, the number 4 seed, will take on the 5th seeded Deming Wildcats. Deming all over the Belen Eagles this evening. One more game left to play in Class 5A. in the first round, and that is coming up tomorrow afternoon. That will be the toppers, two of the toppers district opponents, Valley and the Manzano Monarchs. And that's a 6-11 matchup. The winner of that game will take on Farmington Piedra Vista next week. So that is where we stand in Class 5A football. Congratulations to the Hilltoppers. Big victory tonight over the Highland Hornets. So quick recap of the scoring wild contest. This game is actually tied after 1 quarter of play. At the 7-11 mark, Nico Garcia goes in from 3 yards after a nice drive to start this ball game by the Toppers. Highland did come back to answer about 3 minutes later. Nice throw from Morales to Jose Tapia, a 43-yard catch and run, and that put the Hornets back. 7-7 was the score after 1 quarter of play. Then a big second quarter for Los Alamos. They scored 3 times. Malachi Gutierrez goes in from 60 yards and from 62 yards on catches and runs. And Kyle Lyman Huss scored from 18 yards out at the 2:38 mark. Toppers up 27-7 at the break. Big third quarter for Los Alamos as well. Scored a couple of touchdowns. Nico Garcia goes in from 10 yards. And Hayden Jorgensen catches a slant pass from Evan Huss in the third quarter. Toppers up 42-13 after 3 quarters of play. And then a couple of late touchdowns for Los Alamos, including a 4th touchdown pass from Evan Huss and second receiving touchdown by Hayden Jorgensen. So 55-13, your final score tonight. The Toppers winning here at Sullivan Field. I want to thank our sponsors, the Los Alamos Public Schools Credit Union, University of New Mexico at Los Alamos, the Los Alamos Police Department, and the Los Alamos Fire Department. Thank you for your sponsorship of Hilltopper Sports. Toppers moving on after a big victory over the Highland Hornets. We will catch you next time. We're going to let you know exactly what's going on in for Los Alamos. Also, if you're around town tomorrow, the Topper boys and girls soccer teams will both be playing their first round of the state playoffs here at Sullivan Field. The boys, I believe, start at 1 o'clock and the girls at 3:30. I believe that is the schedule for tomorrow and for boys and girls soccer. But anyway, 55-13, big Topper victory. You're listening to the Los Alamos Daily Post coverage of Hilltopper football and a big night and advance to the second round for Los Alamos. This is Mike Mays for Charlene back at the studio and for Nate Lim back and John McHale, crack photographers here. Good evening.